Matt Damon has spent decades as one of Hollywood's biggest stars, Oscar winner, action hero, box office giant. But take away the movie posters, and what you get is one of the most down-to-earth self-roasting guys in the industry. From family vacations gone wrong, to friendships that started with a fistfight, to fans who genuinely have no idea who he is. These are the moments that show the real Matt Damon.
Is Matt Damon dead?
I hope not.
That's terrible. He's not dead.
Well, maybe culturally speaking. Maybe I'm over. He's so dead.
Sometimes the best roast doesn't come from a rival. It comes from your own kid, live on stage.
Enjoy your horse.
Yeah, thank you. I don't want the horse in here. Can we get somebody to get the horse out of here? What are you doing in here?
What does it look like, dumbass? I'm on your show. I'm promoting a new movie. It's coming out July 17th.
Oh my God. Did you do this movie specifically so you could sneak into this room in a Trojan horse? That is the saddest thing I've ever heard. No. What a loser you are.
I did this movie so I could say that horse is a Trojan, which is something your dad should have used on his little wiener instead of having you.
My father has a huge penis, I'll have you.
Your mom said mine's bigger. Guess what? You know what? My ploy worked because I made it on the show, I did it, and you couldn't stop me.
Matt's pranks don't stop at his co-stars. Sometimes they escalate into a full-blown no-holds, barred roast battle. This one ends with an actual horse in the room.
Yes. You guys have hung out in Australia together, which I would think would be intense. Did you like it, Australia?
I love it there. But there are, like, everything in Australia wants to kill you. Even the things that don't want you to die. Like, there's a spider down there called the huntsman, and they're not poisonous. I was talking to my wife in the morning, we were having coffee, and she was sitting on the couch, and I was sitting across in this chair, and as I was talking to her, I saw this thing, this bigger than my hand, kind of come up the wall behind her. I mean, it was this massive, hairy spider. And I really calmly said to her, hey, come here, come sit over here with me. And she's like, what are you talking about? Come here for a second, come sit over with me. And she turned around and saw it, and it was like she screamed, and then the kids came running down, and it was like, oh my God. And I realized at that moment, I'm the guy who has to deal with the spider.
Every family vacation has its fair share of surprises. Matt's trip to Australia with the Hemsworths had one that absolutely nobody planned for.
Talk about some other fun stuff, like stories from the set of The Bourne Identity, or any of the other hit movies that I've been.
Or we could talk about stories from the movie Argo, which won Best Picture. I mean, that's just what happened.
Or we could talk about Good Will Hunting. We could talk about who did the bulk of the writing. Kind of answer that one.
Sure, that's a good idea. Or you could learn about things that are actually true, like how incredibly short Matt Damon is.
Or the fact that Ben's left eye twitches every time you say the word Gigli.
What are you doing? Can we cut for a second? We're gonna do the Gigli thing.
I'm 5'10" and a half. I mean, if you take out Northern Europe, like, I'm way above the world average.
Okay, congratulations.
There aren't many celebrity friendships as solid as Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, which is exactly why they never miss a chance to tear each other apart on live TV.
You've been in that bedroom for 3 months.
Yeah.
Why? Hey, that's my wife. Why is my wife in the room?
I mean, why do you think she's in the room?
You son of a... You did it again.
That's right, Bobby Baby Balls. Hey, Molly, get your mask on. I'm on my way. Have a great summer, and, like, whoever gives a where you're going.
You have a great summer wherever you're going.
I will. I'm going into your wife.
And once the jokes start, there's no stopping them. This sketch turned into an all-out roast battle nobody saw coming.
I'm from the Boston area as well, but I had forgotten how to do a Boston accent because I've been gone so long.
Right.
And so they actually were trying to teach it to me. They were going like, no, it's the yad, the yad. I'm going, the yard, no yad. Can you connect with it again? Is it?
Well, I'm a professional actor, Conan, so.
Matt's from Boston. You'd think the accent would come naturally. Turns out, even that became a bit of a running joke.
Genuinely come up and say, hey, could I please have a picture or an autograph or whatever, and or take a picture with my kid, and I would never say no to anybody like that. And then there's a professional autograph set, right?
Yeah.
And they're trying to make a living, and I had this idea. So they show up. They've got like a stack of 100 or 200 pictures, and they will. And as long as you sign, they'll stay there.
They want you to sign as many as you possibly can.
Right, because they sell each one.
Yeah.
And so I've always had a really good rapport with those guys, and I'm always like, you know, who's the most, you know, I remember when I first started out, I was fascinated by these guys, and I'd go like, what's the best, if you could get one autograph, you know, and I'm signing away, if you could get one autograph, what would it be? Elizabeth Taylor. It was, oh, if I could get an Elizabeth Taylor. I went, how much is Elizabeth Taylor worth? Well, she never signs, so she's worth, you know, $5,000 if you could get a picture signed by her. And I'd, you know, well, what am I worth? And they'd be like, $20.
Most A-list stars have signatures worth a small fortune. Matt found out the hard way that his isn't quite in that category.
My daughter's kind of like patently refuses to see any movie that I'm in if she thinks it's going to be good.
Right. Really? Why?
Yeah, she hasn't seen Good Will Hunting. She hasn't seen.
What?
Yeah. It's kind of a running joke. Like I did this movie, The Great Wall, which she heard wasn't good, so she went and saw it. And she goes, Dad, and we had friends over for dinner. She was talking about the movie. She kept calling it The Wall. She kept calling it The Wall. And I finally go, look, Isabella, it's called The Great Wall. And she goes, Dad, there is nothing great about that movie.
Movie critics can be harsh, but Matt's toughest reviewer doesn't write for a newspaper. She just happens to share his last name.
What's happening here? What is going on here? It's moving.
No, it's not.
What the hell is going on here? What is this?
Why are you touching me?
Well, I'm not touching you.
Not every Hollywood feud is built to last. This one has gone on for years, and honestly, Matt seems perfectly happy keeping it alive.
I was in the Venice Film Festival a few days ago, and evidently Brad Pitt had been doing interviews for Inglourious Bastards, and I guess somebody kept asking him when he was going to marry Angelina Jolie.
Right.
And he got so sick of the question, he finally said, you know, I'm going to marry Angelina when George Clooney marries his boyfriend. So it's 8 in the morning, this Italian journalist comes in and goes, Matt, is it true what the Brad say? And I have no idea what he's talking about, but, you know, of course I go, yeah, of course it's true. So I come back to New York. We arrive, go to sleep. I wake up in the morning, and I, like you, go to my computer and I check the internet. On CNN, it says, man strips for George Clooney at press conference. So I click on it, and apparently this guy stands up and says, George, I am a gay. And George is like, oh, okay. You know, he goes, and you are gay.
And when someone finally asked about matching tattoos, the answer got even weirder than expected.
I read somewhere that you're afraid of heights, and I thought that's not possible because I've seen you do too many cool stunts where it looked like you couldn't possibly be afraid of heights.
Yeah, I didn't know that I was afraid of heights till I had dinner with Tom Cruise like years ago after he did that thing out of the building. So I kind of cornered him and I said, hey, tell me about this. Like, I'm afraid of heights. How did you do this thing? And he was like, because he really wanted to talk about it. He said, I've been dreaming of this shot for 15 years, of this sequence, and finally I had a chance to do it. And I goes, well, so how did it come to pass? And he goes, okay. So I go to the safety guy. I tell him this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna explain the whole gag to him.
Right.
The safety guy says, you can't do that. He goes, that's too dangerous. And I'm like, and he goes, so I get another safety guy.
Misinformation has a funny way of taking on a life of its own. Matt learned that the hard way after one offhand comment about George Clooney spiraled way beyond anyone's control.
4 girls. Which of all of these movies do they go, I like that movie, Dad? Because they're like 11 and younger, right?
I haven't seen any of them.
Really?
No.
None of them? Not even Good Will Hunting?
No, God, no.
Why?
Good Will Hunting.
It's a tearjerker.
Look, I'm very enormously proud of it, but I remember when people at Miramax came to us and said, could you make it PG-13? There's no violence or sex to speak of. You know, it's just, and I said, what's making it rated R? And they said, the language. And I said, okay, well, so we could loop a couple lines. And they go, yeah, but you're only allowed, I think at the time you were allowed to say the F word 3 times. And I said, okay, well, how many are we off by? And they said, you go over by 145. So.
Matt will take credit for a lot in Hollywood, but being the most fearless stuntman alive, That title he hands straight to Tom Cruise.
So what we're going to do is you'll be selling a product like they do on QVC. You won't know what it is, but the audience will. Are you proud to sell it?
Well, I am.
Yeah,
I
that's
am.
great. Okay.
I mean, some people use it more than once a day. Some people use it once a week. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just kind of, that's what's great about it is it's versatile and it's kind of very user-friendly.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And when you use it, does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel, how does it make you feel?
Relaxed.
Yeah. And your wife also, she loves it.
Well, that's who I heard about it from.
Then I think it's time you see that you've been selling.
I have no idea what
that
this
your
is.
wife was so happy to tell you about.
And that, okay, yes.
Uh-huh.
Ben, were you there the night that Matt met his wife?
No. No, I
You were
wasn't,
not.
because otherwise history would have been very sad.
By the way,
She would have ended up with you, right?
you want to hear something really funny? This is completely true. After we'd been together for probably a few months, I think I met her best friend from high school, and it came out that the two of them went and saw Good Will Hunting together, and her best friend thought I was the cute one, and she thought Ben was the cute one. So she
Oh, my
admitted
God.
to me. I'm like, you got the wrong one? Like, so
See,
she
that's
told me
why-
that 23 years ago.
And I bet you that stays with you in a sense when Ben comes over.
Well, I
you're like,
remember
what?
it
She's
now,
really
Howard.
attracted to. Yeah, I mean, it's terrible.
Good Will Hunting made Matt a household name and won him an Oscar. There's just one group of people who still refuse to watch it as own kids.
Malkovich, you know, the fact that he was even going to come to do this movie, the whole crew was talking about it. I mean, for months, we're waiting for John Malkovich to get there. I mean, it's a big deal. When he finally shows up, he gets there and, you know, I mean, it's like, at that point, he's walking on water. And we do the first take, and John goes, "If you don't have my money, then you are mine." And I'm sitting across the table from him like, I'm sorry, what did you just say? And the crew bursts into applause. They're cheering. They're like, wow, amazing, amazing. And I'm looking at him, and I guess he sees me looking at him. And he leans across the table, and I lean in, and he looks at me, and he goes, "I'm a terrible actor."
Matt's played plenty of believable characters over the years. A salesman pitching a mystery product. That's a whole new kind of performance. And it somehow leads into one of the most embarrassing confessions of his marriage.
I just like to say that I think Matt Damon is really amazing in the fourth Bourne movie.
By the way, this is the best time I've ever had on the talk.
Matt's worked with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, but his story about meeting John Malkovich for the first time is a little more intense than most.
I don't like them apples, Will. What are we gonna do? I don't like the sound of them apples, Will. What are we gonna do?
Jackie.
Yeah? I don't like the sound of them apples, Will. What are we gonna do?
No celebrity has zero filter, quite like Matt Damon, and this fan interaction proves it within seconds.
Coming up on the show. Can I help you? What do you want?
Just calm down, man. I missed the last category. Did you win?
No, we didn't win, all right? And
Oh, that's a bummer.
the Emmy for
No,
direct.
it makes a lot of sense, but it's. You must be really bummed out.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. Thank you.
So you're not going to get a trophy.
You done?
Wait, who did get a trophy? Who won?
John Oliver, he was just out here. What do you mean who won?
Yes.
The years may have passed, but put Matt and Ben back in front of a camera together, and it's like no time went by at all.
Hey guys, what's up, everybody? I'm on the show.
How do you approach playing a real person compared to playing a fictional character?
Okay, so the thing is, when you approach any role as an actor, the first thing you do is you want to talk to the people around the person.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. It seems like we're having a connection problem with the Wi-Fi. Matt, can you hear us?
I like to spend time not just with the person that I'm playing, but also the people around. Are you doing this, Jimmy?
You know, I think you must have accidentally turned on a filter.
So why don't you take? Am I a hot dog? Am I?
When Jimmy Kimmel lost the Emmy, he instantly became the perfect target, and Matt didn't waste a second.
Supposed to start the show together, and I came to bed one night, and she said, "I've just watched 6 of them." And she was like,
Arthur was safe from his jokes.
And what was the phrase? Was a phrase that you heard? Was it in a movie you heard a phrase? There goes.
Oh, yeah. I said it to my mother. This is funny. In the movie The Natural, Robert Redford, but so his character, Roy Hobbs, in The Natural says, all I want is to walk down the street, you know, and when I walk down the street for people to say, there goes Roy Hobbs, the best that ever was. And my mother asked me one day, well, what is it that you want, Matthew? What do you? And I said, look, all I want is to walk down the street someday and have people say, there goes Matt Damon, the best that ever was. That is the most disgusting, self-indulgent thing I've ever heard come out of your mouth.
Matt was in the middle of a completely serious answer about acting until something started going very wrong on screen.
Is it true you go on vacations with him?
Well, he turned up at my house in Australia.
Oh, he did. Does he stay in your house when he
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, no.
I'm on the show.
How does that even work?
Huh? I hacked into the system.
Oh, yeah.
I've been here for a really long time, Jimmy. Decades.
Yes, I know
I learned
that.
a lot of stuff.
Go backstage and eat the duty potatoes that we made for you, okay? Yeah, all right. Now, you know what? Put up the screensaver.
Not even Matt Damon's own mother was safe from his jokes, and once the internet got involved, things got even more out of hand over something as small as a ponytail.
We're really, we're close, and I'm actually...
Hold on a second. But I just did want to say that. Okay, now what?
Why do they have snacks in here?
There's yeah. But hey, you know what? This is getting ridiculous. You're not on the show.
Apparently, showing up wasn't enough for Matt, so he decided to get just a little bit closer to Jimmy's actual life.
I saw is all about penises. And there were close-ups of penises that had problems. I was absolutely shocked. I couldn't believe these people actually decided to go on the show and showcase their embarrassing penises.
Can I show you something I'm really embarrassed about?
Matt made sure to steal the entire show that day, and Jimmy could barely get a word in.
Why are you touching me?
Well, I'm not touching you.
Matt Damon has never been the type to hold back, whether it's about a TV show he stumbled on or about his own wife's habits at home.
We do the first take, and John goes, if you don't have my money, then you are mine. And I'm sitting across the table from him like, I'm sorry, what did you just say? Like, we're talking like this, and suddenly the action, if you don't have my money. And the crew bursts into applause. They're cheering. They're like, wow, amazing, amazing. And I'm looking at him, and I guess he sees me looking at him. And he leans across the table, and I lean in, and he looks at me, and he goes, I'm a terrible actor. And it was just, it's literally one of my favorite things that's ever happened on a movie. It was I love it. So brilliant.
That's
so
incredible.
Brilliant.
Matt's worked with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, but his story about John Malkovich's very first take on set is still one of his all-time favorites.
I was wondering when they were going to play him off. Isn't talk show supposed to be like kind of an American thing? Now, I'm not talking about me, but just some of the other guys, you know? Coming up on the show. Terrific. Can I help you? What do you want?
Just calm down, man. I missed the last category. Did you win?
When Jimmy Kimmel lost the Emmy, he instantly became the perfect target, and Matt wasted no time rubbing it in.
Do you mind if I continue with the show?
No, I mean, oh, I'm sorry. What am I doing? This is so humiliating. I'm sorry. I mean, you lost, and now you gotta stand out here for the rest of the night in front of everybody. That's really... No, I mean, when you probably just want to go home and curl up and cry. I'm sorry, but hey, can we cheer Jimmy up? How about, he's a big loser. Big round of applause. No, big loser.
No, I don't want a big round of applause. I don't need pity applause.
No, you're
not a big loser.
You're a pretty big loser. You're a pretty big, and I, for one, I'm sorry about that. And I think everybody else here feels really sorry for you. Come here. Come on.
Thanks. I really appreciate your concern.
You bring it in. Okay. I'll see you later at the after party.
And just when you think Matt's done, he takes the roast even further, turning Jimmy's loss into a full pity party nobody asked for.